The crowd in the galactic trade hub was massive, a swirling mix of species from the far reaches of space. Towers of translucent glass glimmered with neon lights, alien voices bounced off metallic walls, and the air smelled faintly of ionized fuel. Amid the chaos, a single human moved quietly, unnoticed yet aware of everything around him. Alex Kael had grown up on the edges of human space colonies, where survival meant thinking fast, acting smarter, and never underestimating the unexpected. Today, he wasn't looking for supplies or salvage scraps, he was here for something far bigger. Something that no one else seemed to notice. The auction hall was immense. Suspended platforms floated in the air, each displaying items from ancient civilizations, some long vanished. Hovering crates shimmered with containment fields, and holographic screens flashed descriptions in countless languages. A faint hum of energy reverberated through the floor as Alex walked past beings with scales, tentacles, and wings. None of them paid attention to the human in simple brown boots and a worn flight jacket. He paused at the end of a long corridor, where the auction board blinked with the final listing, Exarch-class Starship, decommissioned, pending dismantling. The ship was colossal, longer than a cruiser, sleek and black, with faint golden lines pulsing across its hull. No one had bid on it yet. Not a single alien. Alex's instincts screamed that this wasn't just another forgotten vessel. He studied the board. History? Unknown. Owner? Classified. Systems? Offline. The ship's name glowed faintly, Oblivion's Edge. A low hiss echoed behind him. Human, you shouldn't be here, said a scaly auctioneer with amber eyes. That ship is useless. Scrapped metals, old engines, a dead AI. Move along. Alex smiled slightly but said nothing. He stepped into the docking bay. The Oblivion's Edge towered above him. Its hull vibrated faintly, almost like a heartbeat, and the golden lines on its surface pulsed rhythmically. He felt a shiver of recognition, a spark of something alive. Minutes dragged by as alien bidders ignored the vessel. Finally, on impulse, Alex accessed his wrist console. He placed a calculated bid, just enough to draw attention. The auctioneer sneered, the crowd laughed. A human? For that relic? Are you insane? Alex didn't answer. The gavel fell. Sold, to the human. Silence filled the bay. A few aliens muttered warnings. Ownership did not guarantee safety. A flashing notice appeared, decommissioning active. Dismantling in 72 standard hours. Owner may remove personal items only. The countdown had begun. Alex stepped aboard. The interior was vast, dark, and strangely silent. Panels flickered faintly, responding to his presence. He ran his hand along a control surface, and a faint hum vibrated through the ship. Then, unexpectedly, a screen flickered alive. A soft, mechanical voice spoke. Operator detected. Compatibility unknown. Initiating restricted system access. Alex's heart raced. The AI was online. No alien had ever awakened it, yet here it responded to a human. He spoke cautiously. I'm Alex Kael. I own this vessel now. The voice answered, calm and measured. Operator recognized. Systems awakening. Restricted protocols lifting. The corridors twisted and shifted as Alex explored. Sealed chambers opened, revealing relics of lost civilizations, ancient schematics, and alien technology that no modern race could replicate. He reached the central command deck, where a floating sphere projected star charts, unknown worlds glowing faintly. These worlds, alive? He asked. Target civilizations. Active monitoring. Historical and predictive data stored, the AI responded. Alex realized the magnitude of his find. This ship wasn't just a relic. It was a guardian, designed to protect emerging civilizations from catastrophic threats. And now, by chance, or fate, it had chosen him. Outside, the auction station buzzed with curiosity. Alien fleets began to notice the Oblivion's Edge had changed hands. The AI warned Alex of incoming threats. Council warships, private fleets, all converging. Standard engagement protocols suggested escape, but Alex shook his head. Running was not an option. Humans had something the galaxy often underestimated: ingenuity. He activated the ship's hidden systems. Lights along the hull shifted, making it nearly invisible to standard sensors. Adaptive shields hummed as engines roared with newfound life. Every decision he made, the ship responded instantly, anticipating moves, complementing thought with action. The countdown ticked on. 72 hours to dismantling. Hundreds of ships closing in. Alex Kael, a single human among thousands of alien warships, smiled faintly. This was the beginning. Humanity would show the galaxy its true potential. The Oblivion's Edge surged forward, its hull shimmering with light, gliding past alien sensors. Outside, the distant glow of the auction station faded. Inside, Alex's pulse raced with anticipation. The mission wasn't just to survive, it was to prove that human ingenuity could awaken legends, outsmart the galaxy, and claim a place among the stars. Alex Kael gripped the edge of the control console as the Oblivion's Edge glided silently through the void. Outside the viewport, alien warships streaked across space, sensors scanning relentlessly. Yet, for all their advanced technology, none could detect the subtle shimmer of the ship's adaptive hull. Humans were unpredictable, and the AI was learning to use that unpredictability to its advantage. "Operator," the AI spoke, its voice calm yet urgent, multiple hostile fleets converging. Probability of engagement: 92%. Recommend tactical evasion or countermeasures. Alex shook his head. No. Not yet. Let them come closer. He felt a surge of adrenaline. This wasn't just about survival, it was a statement. Humans were clever, resourceful, and bold. The galaxy often underestimated that. The ship pulsed gently as if sensing his determination. Adaptive weapon systems online. Energy redistribution complete. Human unpredictability protocols engaged. Outside, a council fleet, a dozen massive warships, shifted into formation. Their intention was clear: confiscate or destroy. Alex's mind raced. Every maneuver had to be precise. Every decision mattered. He tapped a sequence on the console, activating the ship's cloaking harmonics. The Oblivion's Edge flickered and vanished from standard sensors. The warships swept past, their cannons scanning for any anomaly. One warship hesitated, detecting a faint energy signature, but the AI had already calculated a subtle mass displacement, creating a ghostly mirage of the ship several kilometers away. The Council fleet fired blindly, energy bolts tearing through empty space. Alex allowed himself a small smile. Humans had a knack for improvisation. Predictability was weakness, something the aliens didn't understand. Once the immediate danger passed, Alex accessed the ship's archives. Vaults of information sprawled across the holographic console, logs of civilizations saved, records of wars prevented, strategies for natural disasters. This was knowledge that could reshape entire galaxies. Why dismantle it? Alex muttered. It's meant to protect life, not be scrapped. Council fears uncontrolled operators, the AI replied. Species capable of awakening vessel unknown. Human response optimal. Risk of oversight underestimated by other species. Alex's heart pounded. The Council had locked this ship away for a reason. They feared what a human could do with it. And now, by sheer luck and courage, he held the key to something ancient and powerful. A new alert flashed. Private mercenary fleets, rogue hunters from the Outer Rim, were moving to intercept. The AI analyzed their formations, predicting movement patterns. Alex had a choice: engage directly or outsmart them. He chose cunning. Tapping a sequence, he activated the Oblivion's Edge's mass-shifting protocol. The ship's hull warped subtly, scattering light, and creating multiple illusory projections of the vessel across the nearby star systems. Enemy sensors were overwhelmed. Missiles fired blindly, energy beams struck phantom hulls. Every attack missed. Impressive, the AI noted. Human creativity in decision-making highly effective. Tactical advantage increasing. Alex grinned. Humans thrived where rules were rigid. Where aliens relied on protocols, humans improvised. Where algorithms failed, instinct prevailed. He was beginning to understand why the ship had chosen him. Hours passed. He maneuvered through asteroid fields, ancient debris rings, and nebula clouds, testing the ship's adaptive systems. The AI guided him, revealing hidden capabilities: self-repair nanofactories, energy shields that bent both matter and light, propulsion systems capable of near-instantaneous jumps. Then, an alert that made Alex's stomach tighten. Council warships were preparing to jump to hyperspace, closing in on his position. Their intent was clear: they would trap him inside the system, leaving no escape. "Operator," the AI warned, "immediate action required. Probability of capture, 87% without countermeasure deployment." Alex's mind raced. Humans had always thrived against impossible odds. He accessed the ship's secret systems, archives hidden even from the Council. A series of encrypted coordinates appeared, ancient jump points unknown to modern maps. A smile crossed his face. "We're going places they've never dreamed of." Activating the jump sequence, the ship shuddered and pulsed with energy. Stars stretched into streaks of light. The Council fleet emerged too late. Alex had vanished from known space, leaving behind confusion, frustration, and the unmistakable realization that humans were no longer to be ignored. In the quiet of hyperspace, Alex allowed himself a moment to breathe. The ship hummed, almost like it was pleased. "We did it," he whispered. "We're alive, and we're just getting started." But danger was far from over. The Oblivion's Edge's archives revealed a startling truth. Hidden within the galaxy were threats the Council had kept secret. Rogue AIS, civilizations on the brink of collapse, and weapons capable of annihilating entire star systems. The ship had been built not just as a guardian, but as a tool to protect the galaxy from existential threats. And now, with a human at the helm, it had a chance to fulfill that purpose. Alex's resolve hardened. He would not simply survive, he would rise. Humanity had been underestimated for too long. And with the Oblivion's Edge, he would prove that cleverness, courage, and resourcefulness were the most dangerous weapons of all. "Set course for the Veyrin Expanse," Alex said. "We're going to learn what this ship can really do." "Course plotted," the AI replied. "All systems ready. Human ingenuity acknowledged. Probability of success, unknown." Alex laughed softly. That was the point. Unknown was where humans thrived. Unpredictable. Adaptive. Resilient. And as the ship glided into uncharted territory, Alex Kael knew the real adventure. The test of human ingenuity against the galaxy itself was only beginning. The stars stretched endlessly around Alex Kael as the Oblivion's Edge drifted into the uncharted territory of the Veyrin Expanse. Nebulas of violet and gold swirled around jagged asteroids, their shadows dancing across the ship's hull. This was no ordinary space. It was a frontier the Galactic Council never dared explore. And now, with humanity at the helm, it was his playground, and his challenge. "Operator," the AI spoke, its voice calm yet carrying weight, sensors detecting anomalies within the expanse. Energy readings consistent with pre-galactic civilizations. Probability of encountering active threats, moderate. Alex's eyes gleamed. Pre-galactic civilizations meant relics, advanced technology, and secrets the galaxy had forgotten. "Show me everything," he commanded. Every panel flickered to life, projecting star systems unseen in any modern map. Worlds teeming with life, abandoned research stations, and weapons of unimaginable scale floated in the darkness. Hours passed as he navigated through asteroid belts and drifting remnants of long-dead civilizations. Every maneuver tested the ship's adaptive systems. Its engines pulsed with raw energy, shields bending light around him. The AI guided him, revealing hidden capabilities, cloaking fields that mimicked starlight, energy beams that could reshape the trajectory of asteroids, and nanofabrication bays capable of repairing the ship in minutes. Then, a blip appeared on the sensors, a small fleet of rogue alien warships, far beyond the Council's reach, moving with intent toward a cluster of uncharted planets. Alex's mind raced. These weren't ordinary pirates. Their formation was precise, coordinated, almost tactical. "They're after something," he muttered. "Affirmative. Sensors indicate high-value cargo aboard their lead vessel." Potential threat level, extreme, the AI responded. Alex's grin widened. Humans thrived in moments like these, turning danger into opportunity. He tapped a sequence on the console, activating the ship's Phantom protocol. The Oblivion's edge shimmered, vanishing from the rogue fleet sensors. As he maneuvered closer, Alex observed their patterns. They weren't merely guarding cargo, they were hunting. And something about their movement suggested fear. That's when he saw it. The lead ship carried a cylindrical object, glowing faintly, marked with symbols older than the Galactic Council itself. "This is bigger than I thought," he whispered. Humans weren't just lucky, they were meant to adapt, to exploit situations that others overlooked. He plotted an intercept course, careful to remain undetected. The AI suggested alternatives: direct assault, diversion, or retreat. Alex chose the most human option: Ingenuity. He used the ship's advanced systems to manipulate the rogue fleet sensors, creating phantom signals and ghost echoes across multiple star systems. Confused, the alien ships fired blindly at illusions, while Alex closed in on the target. Minutes stretched like hours. Then, he struck. Using a combination of magnetic pulses and gravitic tugs, the Oblivion's edge severed the lead ship's energy field. The cargo pod floated free, unprotected, and Alex moved to secure it. As he opened the containment field, his eyes widened. The pod contained a map of ancient civilizations, both known and lost, with coordinates to caches of knowledge and weapons capable of shaping galaxies. The AI pulsed in recognition. Operator, artifact classified as Pre-Galactic archive. Significance: extraordinary. Potential for civilization-scale impact: high. Alex's pulse quickened. Humans had been underestimated for centuries. They were resourceful, clever, and capable of daring feats. And now, he held proof that a single human could tip the balance of the galaxy. But the rogues weren't finished. Their fleet began regrouping, scanning the expanse. "They'll come back," Alex said, determination hardening his voice. "And when they do, we'll be ready." He studied the map, tracing the paths of ancient civilizations, noting the locations of hidden technology and safe havens. "We can't just survive," he said. "We have to learn. We have to explore. And we have to be ready for whatever comes next." For hours, Alex and the AI worked together, decoding the map, charting courses through the expanse, and testing the Oblivion's edge's capabilities. They discovered hidden warp gates, energy anomalies, and relics capable of bending matter itself. Each discovery reinforced one truth: humans had the ingenuity to outthink, outmaneuver, and outlast any alien force. As the distant lights of the rogue fleet faded, Alex felt a surge of pride. The Oblivion's edge wasn't just a ship, it was a partner, a guardian, and a testament to human resilience. And in the endless darkness of the Veyrin Expanse, Alex realized the true power of human creativity. No algorithm could predict it. No alien could anticipate it. Humans were chaotic, clever, and relentless, and that was their greatest advantage. He set a course deeper into the expanse, ready to explore, to fight, and to prove that humanity was a force the galaxy could no longer ignore. Alex Kael tightened his grip on the console as the Oblivion's edge glided silently through a field of iridescent gas clouds. The Veyrin Expanse stretched infinitely before him, a chaotic maze of energy storms, rogue asteroids, and remnants of ancient civilizations. Every twist and turn tested the ship's adaptive systems, and Alex's ability to think faster than anyone or anything chasing him. An alert flashed across the main panel: Council fleet detected. Multiple warships entering system. Probability of interception, 99%. Alex's pulse quickened. The Galactic Council had finally caught up. They weren't negotiators, they were executioners, determined to reclaim or destroy the Oblivion's edge rather than risk a human wielding its power. "Operator," the AI said calmly, "defensive protocols suggest immediate evasion. Probability of successful escape with standard maneuvers, low. Recommend alternative approach, human ingenuity override." Alex smiled faintly. That was the advantage humans had always possessed: unpredictable creativity. "Good. Let's see if they can predict this." He activated a hidden protocol buried deep within the ship's archives, Project Mirage. The ship's hull shimmered and fractured into multiple light patterns, scattering energy in unpredictable ways. On the sensors, dozens of phantom ships appeared, each mimicking the Oblivion's edge. Council sensors fired blindly, energy beams tearing through empty space. Operator, the AI noted, deception successful. Probability of detection reduced to 23%. Enemy targeting ineffective. Alex maneuvered the ship through a nearby nebula, its clouds of charged particles masking his movements further. He could feel the ship responding to his instincts, adjusting shields, energy flow, and propulsion almost before he thought. Humans were known for improvisation, but here, his intuition melded perfectly with the eye's calculation. Hours passed in tense anticipation. The Council fleet tried every tactic, flanking maneuvers, hyperspace jumps, decoys, but Alex was always one step ahead. Every calculated risk, every spontaneous decision, pushed the limits of the Oblivion's edge. Then a new alert appeared, distress signal detected from Veyrin cluster. Unauthorized technology extraction underway. Likely rogue faction. Alex's eyes narrowed. He realized the Council wasn't the only threat. Rogue factions, scavengers, and mercenaries sought the same relics, the same pre-galactic knowledge he now possessed. And many were willing to destroy anything to get it. "We can't ignore this," he said. "If they reach that site first, countless worlds could be at risk. Prepare course correction." The AI calculated a series of high-risk maneuvers. Operator, probability of successful interception without engagement, 34%. Recommend human unpredictability protocols. Alex laughed softly. That was the point. Humans thrived where logic alone failed. He initiated a daring slingshot maneuver around a nearby black dwarf star, using its gravitational pull to accelerate the ship to near-light speed. Council scanners were overwhelmed, unable to track him. Rogue ships were left floundering in the wake. As the Oblivion's edge approached the source of the distress signal, Alex could see the rogue faction's ships scavenging an ancient research station. Energy fields flared as they attempted to extract technological artifacts, ancient devices designed to manipulate stars and protect civilizations. "They don't understand what they're dealing with," he muttered. Humans, Alex knew, often succeeded where others failed because they asked questions, adapted, and never accepted limits. He activated the ship's retrieval drones, nanofabricated, adaptive, and capable of moving faster than the eye could follow. The drones infiltrated the rogue fleet, subtly sabotaging engines and cutting communications. Chaos erupted among the raiders, giving Alex the opening he needed. With precision only a human mind combined with advanced AI could achieve, Alex maneuvered the Oblivion's edge between the rogue ships and the station. Magnetic grapples latched onto key containers, pulling the artifacts into his hold. Energy pulses from the ship disrupted the enemy targeting systems, making it impossible for them to respond effectively. "Mission success probable," the AI noted, its voice carrying a hint of admiration. "Human initiative exceeds expectations." Alex exhaled. He had done the impossible, saved the ancient knowledge from falling into the wrong hands while evading the galaxy's most powerful enforcers. And yet, he knew this was only the beginning. The Council fleet had observed his maneuvers, though their sensors could not fully analyze what had happened. They would adapt. They would try again. And the rogue factions? They would not give up. Alex turned to the AI. "We need to be ready. They've underestimated humans for too long. It's time we show them why that was a mistake." For the first time, Alex allowed himself a moment of reflection. Humans had been dismissed for centuries as weak, unskilled, or insignificant. Yet here he was, alone against overwhelming odds, navigating ancient space, mastering alien technology, and proving that ingenuity, courage, and quick thinking could rival any civilization in the galaxy. The Oblivion's edge pulsed in response, almost like it was proud. Together, human and machine were rewriting the rules. The galaxy was vast, full of secrets, dangers, and challenges. But Alex Kael had something the Council and rogue factions could not predict: the creative, resilient, unrelenting human mind. He set a course deeper into the Veyrin Expanse. Beyond lay more secrets, more threats, and more opportunities to test the limits of human potential. And as the stars streaked past the viewport, Alex Kael knew one truth above all. Humanity was not just surviving in the galaxy, they were beginning to lead it. The Oblivion's edge glided through a field of glowing nebulae, its hull pulsing softly as if sensing the approaching storm. Alex Kael's hands danced across the console, adjusting shields, energy flow, and propulsion with precision. Sensors lit up, Council warships, rogue fleets, and unknown vessels were converging on his position. It was an impossible situation. Any normal pilot would have panicked. "Operator," the AI said calmly, "multiple hostile fleets detected. Probability of engagement, 100%. Defensive measures alone insufficient. Recommend deployment of full tactical improvisation protocol." Alex's grin widened. That was the advantage humans had always wielded, creativity under pressure. "Then let's give them something they won't see coming," he said, fingers flying across the controls. He activated the ship's adaptive cloaking and mass-shifting protocols, sending dozens of phantom signatures streaking across the sensor grid. Council scanners fired blindly, targeting illusions, while the rogue factions scrambled to keep pace. The AI calculated their every movement, but Alex chose not to follow predictions. Instead, he improvised, weaving the ship through asteroid fields, energy storms, and gravitational anomalies. Every step was unpredictable, chaotic, yet precise. Hours passed. The fleets had begun to converge at the Expanse's heart, a dense cluster of unstable stars and relic worlds. Alex's sensors detected something extraordinary, an ancient pre-galactic installation buried within the cluster, a structure designed to manipulate entire star systems. This was more than knowledge, it was power. "They want this too," Alex muttered. "But it's ours now." The AI confirmed. "Operator, access to installation possible. Potential threat, extreme. Engagement probability with enemy forces high." Alex made a decision. Humans thrived under impossible odds because they acted decisively. "Set course for the installation," he commanded. "We're taking the initiative." The Oblivion's edge surged forward, slipping past the Council's formation with astonishing speed. Adaptive engines flared, bending space subtly, confusing targeting systems. Rogue ships pursued, but Alex was already steps ahead, using the ship's gravitational manipulation systems to redirect asteroids into their paths. Chaos erupted among the pursuers, giving him the opening to reach the installation. Inside the ancient station, Alex activated the containment protocols. The ship's AI interfaced seamlessly with the relic technology, unlocking energy flows, activating dormant defense systems, and mapping hidden sectors. He could feel the ship responding to his ingenuity, amplifying his creativity, and translating human problem-solving into precise action. Then, a signal arrived from the Council flagship, cutting across the network in metallic precision. "Human operator, surrender the vessel immediately or face destruction. Your actions are unauthorized and in violation of Galactic Protocol 47B." Alex laughed softly. Humans had always succeeded by defying expectations, turning threats into opportunities. "Tell them we're busy," he said. "And not to wait up." The final engagement began. Council ships fired volleys of plasma and ion disruptors. Rogue fleets tried flanking maneuvers. But Alex anticipated, improvised, and adapted faster than any algorithm could. The Oblivion's edge moved like a living entity, weaving between attacks, deploying decoys, and using gravitational distortions to turn the battlefield to his advantage. Inside the installation, Alex unlocked its core functions. Ancient defense satellites awoke, energy beams flaring in patterns that protected the system while disabling enemy sensors. Ships became trapped in energy loops, unable to escape. The Council and rogue factions realized too late that the human had rewritten the rules of engagement. "Operator," the AI said, its voice tinged with awe, "human unpredictability has achieved tactical dominance. Probability of enemy neutralization, 87%. Alex smiled. That was humanity, resourceful, creative, relentless. They didn't just survive, they thrived against impossible odds. Hours passed in tense precision. The enemy fleets faltered, their formation disrupted, their strategies ineffective. Alex accessed the installation's archives, downloading vast amounts of pre-galactic knowledge into the Oblivion's Edge. Strategies to stabilize dying worlds, designs for Starship systems far beyond modern comprehension, warnings about ancient threats lurking in forgotten corners of the galaxy. Humanity was now armed with more than courage. It had insight, foresight, and power. The final Council flagship attempted a direct assault. Alex predicted the maneuver, using a combination of energy pulses and gravitational manipulation to redirect the ship into a nebular field, where it was temporarily blinded and forced to retreat. The rogue factions followed suit, scattering as the installation's automated defenses neutralized their pursuit. Silence fell across the expanse. The Oblivion's Edge pulsed with energy, its systems alive, its AI synced perfectly with Alex's decisions. Together, human and machine had not only survived but conquered the impossible. Alex exhaled, looking at the holographic star maps. Humanity had claimed a place among the stars, not as scavengers, not as underdogs, but as pioneers, innovators, and protectors. The galaxy had underestimated humans for centuries. That mistake would never be repeated. "Set course for home," Alex said. "We have much to prepare, and a lot to teach." The Oblivion's Edge surged forward, engines glowing like liquid starlight. The stars streaked past the viewport, and Alex Kael allowed himself a rare smile. Humans had shown their strength, their creativity, and their courage. They had turned impossible odds into victory. And in the endless void of space, humanity had found its place, not just to survive, but to lead. The galaxy had witnessed it. The Oblivion's Edge had chosen a human, and in doing so, humanity had chosen its destiny.